What's going on? It's your boy Urban Felix Sean. Oh shoot! And today we're about to do some weighted. Are we in focus here? Gonna do some weighted calisthenics. What's good, Kev? Kev in the house. So I'm gonna warm up with the jump rope. Remember, guys, the purpose of the warm up is always just to get the. I say it's all the time, but just to remind you guys, get that heart rate up, get the elasticity of the muscles. So if you're doing a specific workout, of course you're gonna want to work out, you're gonna want to warm up those specific muscles. So after this general warm up, then I'm gonna do a specific warm up for my pull-ups, dips, push-ups, etc. So let's start the warm up. So guys, the warm up, anywhere between it could be 5 minutes, doesn't even have to be 5 minutes, but just getting, once again, bring out into a little sweat. Once you do that, your warm up should be good. Then move on to your specific warm up, which would be whatever you're doing for the day. If you're gonna do heavy squats, start by doing bodyweight squats, getting that mobility to increase, etc. Moving on now. So since we're about to start with pull-ups, what we're gonna do, you're gonna do some mobility stuff for the shoulders, scapular retraction, blah, 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 watching.
What's going on, guys? So I'm just going to talk over the video very briefly and give you guys some insight and tips and specifics on what's going on, and mainly because I don't want YouTube to flag me for any copyright stuff. So anyway, right here, remember guys, when you're working out, work out smart. If you're going to train hard in a smart way. Don't just go in and do anything. And I'm learning that more and more the more I work out. I'm sitting here recording editing the video with a knee injury after I tore my tibialis anterior, and then I ended up getting a secondary injury because I wanted to skip the steps of rehabilitation and just get right back into working out without taking the proper steps. So right here specifically, I'm just going through some mobility drills with the shoulders, making sure I'm loosening it up, getting that flexibility so I don't pull anything.
So guys, once again, when before you start your workout, not too much static stretching. What you want to warm up is more dynamic movements like this, what I just did, dynamic exercises, warm-ups. That's what you want to focus on. Getting that muscle going through its full range of motion. That wasn't the full range of motion just yet, but that's just the beginning, getting the muscles loosened up after your general warm-up.
So just as I mentioned there, make sure guys, if you're doing a warm-up, specific workout, make sure you do exercises that target those specific muscles at a lower intensity just to get them prepared, especially if you're doing more resistance. So if you're doing weighted squats, weighted pull-ups, make sure you do it at a lower intensity before performing the extreme workouts. You don't want to pull anything. It is bound to happen if you continue to do that over and over again. So here now we're beginning the weighted exercise after performing a couple of sets or whatever of the body weight lower intensity exercises. So the way this exercise goes is 20. I have a 50-pound vest right here. I'm performing, and guys, you don't have to do this with 50 pounds. You could do it with 10 pounds. You could do it with 15 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever it is. Just slightly increasing that amount of resistance. So this is more of like a volume workout because we're doing reps and sets with additional resistance. So as you see here, 50 pounds, 20 reps. That's the first set. Same amount of weight for the second set, it's 15 reps, and then you just drop down by 5. So until you get to 5. So 20, let me just say it out for you. 20 reps, 15 reps, 10 reps, 5 reps, and then you do the same thing with body. So that's this routine. Whichever amount of weight that you can do, that's what you want to focus on doing, and doing those amount of repetitions with it. Alright, so I think it's worth stating that, well, what you'll realize is, as we're starting with the weights, it is difficult. Obviously, there's more resistance. The muscles have to do more work. But let me just make this clear to you guys. There are different energy systems. So according to the specific type of workout that you do, that's what energy system will be predominantly used. So for example, here we are, like all out effort at the beginning. That is what you would call your creatine phosphate system. That is the initial burst of energy that you'll get, like for the first 10 seconds. That's the energy system that will be used. Now, as you continue, what you'll see is when we drop the weight and do more, do the body weight, then you'll see that we're getting the reps a lot easier. Of course, not only is it less resistance to pull, but by that point, more energy would be sustained, and then you're tapping into what's called your aerobic system. So they have the creatine phosphate system, the glycolytic system, and then the aerobic system. Those are the three main type of energy systems that your body use when you're training, working out, whatever it is. So once again, it's a good idea to perform different types of exercises that will tap into these energy systems. You want balance, not just in your physique and not just in your physique, but as in your performance as well. And by doing these different types of training that tap into these energy systems, you can get a balance between power, strength, and endurance. So there was a comment in one of the lat videos. I think it was a lat video with the push-up. They're like, how are you strong and you still have endurance? So by doing things like that, doing high volume with resistance as well, with additional resistance, definitely does help to tap into these different energy systems, and it gives you a benefit in the long run. You're able to rep out longer, sustain energy with your stamina, and perform more intensive high resistance workouts.
Them arms swelling. Like I said, getting ready for the summer. Damn, this is crooked. It's been crooked that whole time. Shit.
So guys, one thing you want to make sure of when you're performing these, especially with additional resistance, is do not just drop and snap at the elbows. That will give you tendonitis like you won't believe it. The pain becomes unbearable very rapidly. So do not do that, guys. Control the repetitions. Of course, as you get more fatigued, the form is not going to look like the first rep, but you still want to focus on that. Old habits die hard. So if you're used to doing something in a specific way, you really got to analyze what you're doing. That's why it's always important to, have some type of reference, whether it be recording your workouts, have a friend to tell you, things like that. A friend who's honest and lets you know, man, those reps could look better. I know you can do better. So always focus on that, guys. Remember, you're not doing this just for the numbers, for the count. You're doing it for the quality to get the result that you're trying to work towards. So if it's, developing muscle performance, that's what you want to focus on.
Get it, boy. All right, that was with the weight. We just did that with the weight, 45 pounds, well, 50 pounds, 45 pounds, whatever, find the weight. You don't have to do it with 45 or 50 pounds. You could even do it with 10 pounds if it's your first time doing it. But now what we're about to do is do it with body weight. So we're dropping the body weight and we're going ahead, I said we're dropping the body weight. We're dropping the weight and do it the exact same thing with our body weight. That was body weight. go, Kev. 20 on demand after the weight and shit. Let's go, Kev. Let's go. Clean, that's what I'm talking about. Clean. Clean. Let's go, don't drop. Let's go. Don't drop. Go. Don't drop. You still got it. Let's go, don't drop, bro. Don't drop. Let's go. Don't drop, bro. How many? Let's go. You got it, bro. Don't drop. That's it. Easy shit. Let's go, bro. Don't drop. Yo, good money, bro. Good money.
So guys, feel free to switch up the variations. You don't have to do it one way. But once again, this is a back workout specifically, so it's better to do actual pull-ups and not chin-ups. But if you really can't manage, then go ahead and switch it up. But once again, the focus of this is really targeting those lats and teres major, teres minor muscles. So by doing this variation, that'll definitely target those. So let's try and stick to that as much as possible.
If he breaks, she might get pregnant. He don't want that.
Three more. One more.
Psych, she thought she was gonna be pregnant.
None of that. No pregnancy. Still good. Let's go, bro. Ended with the 5 muscle ups. Yeah. Dips and we do the push-up, yeah.
That's how you want me to do it?
I mean, that's how you're gonna do it. That's how. Yeah, it's not a. Yeah, you became a calisthenics beast just like that. All right, that's a set of pull-ups. About what, 30 minutes? About 30 minutes. That's it for that. Now we're moving on. We're doing 3 things. We're doing pulls, dips, and push-ups. We're probably gonna end up doing more than that, but I'm just telling y'all the workout just in case we don't record everything. So on to the next. And there you have it. So I'm finishing up the edit right now. So just like I stated, we didn't end up recording the whole workout. So that is it after we went on to do dips and push-ups. But this is the routine right here, the pull-up routine. So guys, let me know if you were able to complete this. If you got your time, I think we finished it. It was 2 of us. Finished it in about 30 minutes between the 2 of us. The pull-up routine specifically. The whole routine probably took about an hour. It's a good routine. So you guys really want to work on getting the width of that back, the thickness of the back. These type of routines will definitely help with that, adding that additional resistance. If you guys like routines like this, let me know. I could definitely post more of these. I just don't really like shooting all type of fancy stuff when I'm actually trying to do my workout. So I usually don't record it because I'm like, man, I need some B-roll, I need this and that. But if you guys just like the raw full workout, then by all means, I would definitely record it and throw it up. So this is a good routine. Definitely helps, like I said, once again, strengthening that back, getting once again numbers as well. So the high volume, that's the nature of this, sets and reps. It's a good rep scheme. You're coming down so in the amount of numbers that you're doing, so it definitely makes it easier progressively. It's a good routine. I like it. This is actually, I think, the first time I had done it with this amount of weight. So give it a go, guys. Please make sure, let me know this video is helpful by leaving a thumbs up, please. That's it, guys. See you in the next video.
3, 2, 1, go.